Patrick Mahomes returns to practice after suffering an ankle injury ahead of the Chiefs vs. Denver Broncos game. Patrick Mahomes will be armed and ready to go for the Kansas City Chiefs when they take on the Denver Broncos in Week 10 of the 2024-25 NFL season after a scare following an ankle injury on November 4. However, on Friday, November 8, Patrick Mahomes returned to practice with his teammates to prepare for the Chiefs' upcoming game. After a string of injuries to Andy Reid's offense, the last thing he needed was the quarterback to be out of commission following the losses of Isaiah Pacheco, Hollywood Brown, and Rashee Rice, whilst Clyde Edwards-Helaire is unavailable too. So missing Mahomes would be a disaster for the Chiefs, although they have a winning margin to manage short-term issues. But thankfully that will not be the case, as he was declared a full participant on Thursday, November 7. That means fans can expect to see him suit up and throw snaps to Travis Kelce and DeAndre Hopkins once again, as the triple Super Bowl champion looks to drive his team forwards to a 9-0 record for the campaign, should the Chiefs emerge victorious at the Arrowhead Stadium on November 10. Kickoff is at 1400 hours Eastern Time, 11 o'clock Pacific Time. Then they will maintain a 3-game buffer in the AFC West, provided that the Los Angeles Chargers also win. If the Chargers are defeated by the Tennessee Titans, then the Chiefs will open up a 4-game lead at the summit of the division. Additionally, Mahomes' side also leads the AFC Conference entirely with a 1-game advantage over the East's Buffalo Bills, 7-2. So whilst Mahomes is good to go, the same can't be said for several other players on the roster, meaning that Reid and his offense and defense coordinators will have to deploy all of their thinking power on tactics once again. So whilst Mahomes is good to go, the same can't be said for several other players on the roster, meaning that Reid and his offense and defense coordinators will have to deploy all of their thinking power on tactics once again. The Kansas City Chiefs' offensive firepower got a significant boost with the addition of wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, and the early returns have been electric. Although Monday night's matchup with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was only Hopkins' second game with the Chiefs, he looked like a seasoned veteran in this system, pulling in 8 catches for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns on 9 targets. His quick connection with quarterback Patrick Mahomes is already making an impact, as Hopkins showed both his versatility and football IQ in another standout performance. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid spoke on how seamlessly Hopkins has fit into the offense, crediting the chemistry he's already developed with Mahomes. Hopkins' rapid adjustment has allowed him to pick up the Chiefs' playbook at an impressive pace. They're both football guys. I'm not sure they turn it off for a long period of time, if at all, Reid said. He studies like crazy. I mean, we have him in a bunch of different spots, so just for him to be able to pick it up like he has and be able to get out of the huddle and get lined up has been a plus, Reid continued. The Monday night showing was a prime example of this connection. From Mahomes' perspective, Hopkins has quickly become that quarterback-friendly receiver, someone who executes his routes and anticipates and mirrors Mahomes' vision of the field. He and Pat do a ton of talking. They've got a feel for one another in their games, said Reid. Some of it's just body language and seeing the same space together. This instinctive feel for positioning and timing allows Mahomes to find Hopkins even in the tightest windows, especially in high-stakes moments like Monday's game. For Mahomes, who thrives on improvisation, Hopkins has quickly proven to be the ideal target. He can read the field in sync with his quarterback, and the duo's chemistry is based not just on talent but on a shared dedication to understanding the game deeply. Whether in practice, on the sideline, or breaking down film, they've been relentlessly building this connection, making their instant success even more impressive. Hopkins' early success, backed by his Monday night stat line, signals just how potent this pairing can be. His commitment to preparation and his intuitive connection with Mahomes have already made him a game-changer. If this is just the beginning, Chiefs fans can expect big things as Mahomes and Hopkins continue to elevate each other's game by game.